say. If I want some buttery Chardonnay, I'm entitled to some.
Buttery Chardonnay?
Fuck yeah, buttery Chardonnay.
I've never heard a wine described as buttery before.
Well, you are losing the fuck out, bud.
Butterbeer is not wine though.
No, it's wine.
And is it even made with butter, or is it just called that?
And it's also not alcoholic. So our proficiency bonus, at least for me, went up when we leveled up that last time, and I now have a plus 14 on athletics.
Oh boy.
I have a plus 14 in stealth.
You're invisible. I can pick up
I can
the
roll
planet,
a 1 and still get
Black is
15.
invisible, just passively.
Literally, when you guys found Freddy the first time, he was just like following him on the bridge, but just like out of sight of everyone at the whole time.
This is true. I distinctly remember Foster going, "Do you want them to see you walking behind him?" And Pocket went, "No."
The only person stealthier than Balak is Olrog, who only shows himself when summoned.
When asked.
Yeah. Sort of magically stealth at all times.
Yes.
Hey, decisions were made.
No, Ryan, I don't. Bold of you to assume that I perceive things.
Oh my god.
I feel like I guess I could start, but I want to wait till Theo's actually back before.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. I'm trying to hurry.
I can't believe I haven't been using Arcane Recovery at all this campaign. I can't
Me either, honestly.
Like,
What is it?
It would have doubled my top level spell slots.
You guys really need to read your feats and features traits more often.
In my defense, I asked what it did at a time long ago when I had no idea and no Baldur's Gate context.
Yeah.
And nobody else kind of knew. So I just chalked it up to, I don't know, and I never used it.
Dude, how do you think I found out about the stone cutting proficiency?
The stone history proficiency?
Yeah, exactly, dude.
It's a passive on your sub race, isn't it?
No, dude, that's in my features and traits tab.
But-
along
Well,
with
yeah, but
arcane
it does
recovery.
come from your race. That's not a class thing.
Dude, you're a class thing. Whoa.
Man, I'm like school in summer.
On?
No class.
Oh. Such dry delivery is what makes it there, honestly.
Yeah.
I want to say got him, but
Feels wrong.
I mean,
or
that's
something.
literally like a Fat Albert joke. That's like as dad joke as they come. Well,
isn't
the
a
guy
dad.
who was telling them at the time was like America's dad. So,
No, that's a TV show.
well, Bill Cosby was.
Whoops. Can't say that anymore.
No. It makes watching Fat Albert weird, but you know.
All right. Ready to go.
Alrighty. All good. Okay, so last we left off, you had made it to Othamir and talked to him, eventually convincing him that you could be trusted. At which point he told you a bit of his story and the important bits for you to understand why he's here and what's going on. He told you about the portal beneath and the ritual that would need to take place to send you through, but first he said that you all needed to be trained, as you couldn't in good conscience send you into the sun in your current condition. After a long day of brutal trainings to varying degrees of success, you all went in for a good old meal and then some rest at the end of the day. Othamir, walking in to find Black, suddenly had a bit of a shine in his eye, and he looked at the bag of holding in the corner, walked over, opened it, and looked inside. When he saw his dear friend inside, he looked to Azrael and said, "Azrael, this is vile. How could you do this?"
I'm speechless.
And all of you, I assume you knew.
Well, to be fair, it was my older brother's bag first.
Did you know its contents, girl?
I knew of it. I was told to protect this bag with my life.
Why? Why
My
do any
brother-
of you have this? This is
generic.
I was gonna try and bring her back.
necromancy. I thought you were better than that, Azrael. I certainly didn't teach you that.
It's actually not a spell, it's a potion.
Oh, good, is it? That changes things then. He looks about the room. And none of you objected to just carrying this around with you for weeks.
It wasn't our call to make. Not to
And
put Azrael on the spot, but it's
And
his
also,
mom.
We were under the assumption that the bag holds whatever is put into it at the state of which it was put into the bag. We did this not for pleasure or enjoyment. We did it to preserve her.
Genera, if you would roll me persuasion with advantage with the help from Thune.
Really? Oh, baby. This is what I'm good at. This is what I'm mildly good at.
Well, 25 is still pretty good. He looks between all of you again, and then focuses back on Azrael. Well, then it seems they are telling the truth, that it is your choice and yours alone. He takes a breath. And you see the muscles in his neck untense, and he stops for a moment. Boy, I understand the emotion that rushes through one's head when seeing a loved one lost. Believe me, I truly do. But I cannot condone this.
I already said bye once. Now I have the chance to undo that. And you'd have me say it again.
Where exactly did you get this potion?
Where did I get this potion?
you crafted it with the help of Umeric.
That is true. I couldn't remember if it was that or the amber, the preserving amber was something different. It was just that. Never mind. I will give him the rundown on Umeric.
Umeric, that is a familiar name. I remember. Oh, yeah, something about him needing my studies for something, but I've never done necromancy studies. I don't imagine. Regardless, it sounds like you had quite a lot to deal with this. When did you take up necromancy?
Sometime between my mom dying and you abandoning me.
So I suppose this is my fault then.
No, it was my choice. Hundreds of years. My mother taken from me at a young age, a father that never showed a hint of remorse, and a brother that had no love. And you expect me to give up my mother again? One of two people in the last quarter millennia to show a monicum of love. So again, I say you'd have me say goodbye again.
I'd say there are better ways to bring someone back than necromancy. And I think I might be able to help.
Would the potion not do the trick?
Well, it seems to be a brand new concoction. Right, so what do we know about this potion?
So actually, out of character, I don't think I've done this yet. Yet it's been in front of me and available the entire game. And while everybody's in this room, I think it would be the perfect chance to cast Identify on the potion. I don't think I've even thought of doing that once.
Just water.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh,
Somebody
That'd
piss in
be-
a bottle.
Okay, yeah. As you cast Identify on it, you hear a little boom. This is a use of the Identify spell. Here before you is a potion of your own creation. One with a mix of royal, holy, and true of heart DNA mixed together into a vial. Unclear of its true outcomes.
Oh, bullshit.
Something of this has never been used before.
You can't Google something
The,
you just made in a basement.
Yeah, I
Well, that was
mean,
the whole point of the Identify spell, bro. Is to know stuff that I can't know about, right?
to know stuff you would not otherwise know about, yes, but Evan's point is pretty much it. It doesn't know about something that it can't possibly have any knowledge on.
You would essentially be teaching the Identify spell that potion.
You're creating the Pokedex entry.
Oh my god.
There it is.
wait, we need
should've-
we need the Identify spell to log off, by the way.
I need a dude. I should have read the terms and conditions. This is bullshit.
Oh, right, sorry. This has been a use of the Identify spell.
Oh, thank God. Now I know it's done. Everything up until now was me talking with the Identify spell.
Yeah.
Well, that was bordering on useless. Well, I got nothing.
There is a. Actually, pause one moment. I apologize. make sure I know the details of this correctly.
Yeah.
Classic elevator music.
That's not what I would think of personally.
I didn't either, actually.
Something like horror music, dog.
Right.
There's more context in my brain.
He listens to this whole identify thing go down and says, I was given a boon in a deal some hundreds years ago. One given to me by Soul.
I tense.
So does
Same.
Doom.
Would consider
does
drawing a
Callum.
weapon. Shut up. He ran away.
Uh-huh.
I was sworn to secrecy to protect this place by my brothers in arms, the elves who came here to protect it 1,000 years ago. But when I took up this station, I heard a voice of Soul, and while I do not much enjoy his presence, he offered me a deed of secrecy as well. To never let anyone know that he has a portal here under essentially the same rules I had with my elven friends. But it seems you folks already knew of its existence. He reaches underneath his cloak and he pulls out a small obol. It looks like almost like a glass marble, but on the inside is an extremely bright and ever-flowing flame. He sets it on the ground. This is an IOU of sorts, a wish granted to me by the sun god himself. One that I've yet to ever use. I offer this to you, Azrael, so long as you would give up the ways of necromancy.
Deal.
What about the bone dragon?
This bone dragon is living already. It wouldn't be right to kill it now. But I will offer it no protection. Let's make that very clear. He walks over to you and stands very close. He grabs your left wrist and pulls it up and places the obol into your hand. Do the right thing with this, Azrael, whatever that means. He steps back. Balak, I'm afraid our conversation will have to wait until morning. I need some time to think. Very well, then. You all have a good night. And he exits the barracks.
I just removed every necromancy spell in my spellbook.
Do you have a class left?
Good question. I'll leave that up to Foster. I suppose if he wants me to respec into a different class, but all the same, I suppose I could be a necromancy subclass without necromancy spells. I don't know how that'll work. But
You
My
will,
spell's gone.
because of that deal, you have the opportunity now to take whatever wizard spells you want and fully respec if you want, so long as none of them have anything to do with necromancy. Of
Shit.
course,
Wow.
you can break your deal. Nothing says that you can't, but it's your word.
Zach, Azrael is a paladin now.
An intelligence based.
As a paladin, I know several necromancy paladins. So
Oath of friendship.
This is gonna take a minute. I'll probably, unless, Foster, let me ask you this: should I figure this out before the end of the session, or should I wait until we have a longer? Because this is gonna be.
You'll probably be okay.
Okay.
If you have time between.
I'll work on it.
Playing with other people. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to change my subclass around until I talk to you more, because I want to make sure that that's actually okay.
Sure. Okay. Well, he has left the barracks, and you are all left here in this room. 6 of you, minus your 7th elf in Soul City. How do you all react to the situation?
are there rules to how that wish works? Because I don't want to sound selfish, and I know you have a dead mom, but I wish Kalina was dead, and we can all go the fuck home.
I second that.
Just a thought.
I just go and pat Azrael on the back, and then go back to my bed and just sit on it.
There are rules to it, but unfortunately they were not explained to you.
Right.
So what you can do will have to be trial and error.
I'd like to cast Identify on it.
Sure. This is use of the Identify spell. Here you have a concentrated wish. Wish is a powerful spell, granted only by the most powerful beings or wizards in the lands. This wish can do many of things. What it cannot do is anything. Let me word this in the right way. I want to make sure this comes out right. It cannot overpower the will of a god. Beyond that, the realms are yours.
That's convenient.
Can I hear, as a present person, what the Identify spell says about these?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
It's kind of the way that I've played it up until now.
I've always been curious.
I was imagining that as imagine like a Sears or a Macy's, like one of those big department stores. If they have a PA system, the exact sound and tone of it too.
I've always imagined it like a Pokédex in the anime,
Uh-huh.
where like pops up in it, just like, what's this? And then it tells everybody who's with him.
The Identify is not yet worn off.
Just look up in the sky. Thanks God.
Dad?
Well, I suppose it can't. What was your verbiage? Can't overpower the will of its creator or a god.
The will of a
can't
god.
overpower the power. Yeah, cannot overpower the will of a god, meaning essentially that because it was created by a god, it has that level of power, but it cannot destroy or do anything that would go against a god's will.
So its power scaling is above and below god.
Yes, just below godhood.
Which, where does Goku fall on this power ranking?
Below One Punch Man, just one notch down.
Ah, shit.
Damn.
This.
The discourse.
Now we're gonna have to
Azrael
make a
is
tier
appointed
list.
in the campaign.
Ryan,
Just
Ryan,
walked off, never to be seen again.
clip that and put that on Twitch, man. We'll get a ton of viewership. Jesus.
Yeah, there it is. You heard it here first, folks. It's God, a marble, One Punch Man Goku, everything else Zach.
And then Azrael.
And then
So just kind of thinking out loud here, I suppose that probably wouldn't trump Kalina if she's channeling soul.
It's a reasonable thought.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks.
I would have so many words.
Could I use this to give our party overflowing life experiences to maybe level us up to level 20?
Wait, you're gonna leave me at level 12 and go to 20?
I'm saying if it can do anything, a god could probably snap their finger.
Boss was doing some Googling.
Level of experience, right?
He's like, fuck.
A genius idea.
Let's be clear
Fuck.
here. The stipulations set by the god of all gods, aka Foster in this universe, was that it can't overpower the will of Soul. Foster is more powerful than Soul.
He wasn't on the tier list.
No, he didn't make the cut, okay?
I kind of
by this now logic, I am above God.
But we recognize that you are a humble DM, right? Like you
Yeah.
are Foster. You are the DM.
Yeah.
You supersede God. Nice.
I mean, it really depends on the circumstance. I think if that's what you wanted to do, I would just be very careful with what you say.
We all turn into level 20 bards.
Azrael, if I may, you being the one to receive this, what is your initial thoughts on what you'd like to use this on? Actually.
Did overwhelming power and experience not come off as sincere?
I wasn't sure if that was in character or not.
Gotcha. Well, there's no one to ask in character, so that's fair. Well, I don't know. Can I wish for more wishes?
It's like wish rule number 1, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty
It
sure
wasn't
historically.
stipulated in the identify spell.
What was the last bit?
It wasn't stipulated in the identify spell.
You cannot wish for more wishes now.
You can't tell me it's not been tried. Somebody had to know about that, but it wasn't included in the identify spell?
I feel like that would fall into the will of a god category. If God made one wish, then God's will is to not have more than one wish.
The god that made this wish absolutely doesn't want us particular 7 assholes to have any wishes at all.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe it just does nothing then, based on that.
right, it just crumbles.
Huh.
Could, and this is an honest ask, could I, is it feasible to split the power of a wish? Like have it split into multiple boons of equal strength that are a percentage? No?
Nope. Armera pipes up from the back of the room in the silence. You know, I feel like that old guy gave us this for like a very specific reason. Not that I'm not all about like, you know, ultimate power and whatnot, because that would be nice, but I feel like I don't want to get on that guy's bad side.
This is definitely something that we'll have to be decisive about and discern. Just just to ultimately be careful with. But I'd say it's up to Azrael.
Belak's gonna get up, walk over to Israel, pound him back, go. I had the same problems with my wish, and then walk out.
Just do any of us know that you had a wish?
No.
We
You
do
know.
now. I need some time. I won't do anything yet without consult. I just need time.
Probably the right move.
I don't know. I feel like taking a god's power and using it recklessly with the first thing that came to mind is the smartest thing we could do right now. Ignore me.
Well, I'm gonna go to bed, folks. Good night.
Hey, we're just supposed to go to bed after that shit?
Yes.
Belak's out in the courtyard, practicing swordsmanship.
All right. Bedtime it is.
I would like to cast a message to Adriel.
You have message too?
Yes, I do. I would like to say, please do not make a decision without first consulting Callum as well.
Message doesn't have a word limit, by the way, Parker. That's sending.
Oh, okay. Thought it did.
That is the message.
Does it have a response? Is that a?
You're allowed to
Yeah.
respond, yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to respond if you want to.
I never remember which one these are two-way. Of course, so long as we aren't put in a situation where I have to, that will absolutely happen.
Gennaro will turn and lay down to go to sleep.
All right. Anything else going on?
Nothing. Nothing of relevancy. This is just painful. Deleting all of the necromancy stuff.
We don't have to.
I'm going to. I suppose.
At the end of
maybe-
every Hot Ones, you don't have to. I'm going to. Well then, as morning comes, let's cut from here over to Soul City. Callum, did you get any sleep last night?
Probably like enough worth of like laying on a desk, waking up and writing something down, and then laying back on a desk.
As the sun rises and finally comes into the window of the room,
Wait, what day are we on now?
2, I think.
9, yeah,
Oh, days left.
9 days remain. What did he say?
Day 2 for the training.
Oh, okay.
2.
You've been in a coma for a week.
As the
Ugh.
sun comes up and enters the room, you do see Awen stir a little bit. And in her as she turns, you see like in her state of dress, just like the top right underneath her collarbone is visible, and you see you never noticed before 3 tiny little fledgling feathers kind of just in a little formation right there, and they start to glow a little bit as she wakes up. She sits up and kind of just like pulls her robe a little tighter, and those go away, and she yawns and stretches out and says, "Oh, good morning, Callum. Did you stay up all night?
I don't think so.
Well, do you need more sleep?
No, but I could really go for some of those pancakes across the street.
Let's get some pancakes.
Yeah. And I
Um,
pack up my book stuff.
yeah, you guys walk in tow with one another to the Heart and Soul, the premier breakfast
IHOP
spot.
of Soul City.
You walk in. You do see a few people in here that you recognize. Brea is in here getting some early morning coffee, and is seemingly working on something in the corner. You see a couple of Goliaths in here that nobody you've spoken to before, but just hanging out. And then on one of the stools at the end, what's his name?
Pip.
Pip. Thank you. You see Pip, the pygmy gnome, passed out in a tankard, on the stool at the end.
Beautiful.
Do you say anything to any of these people as you walk in, or would
Whose
you like to just
mom
mind you on
is
stage?
here?
Brea, it's Darian's mom.
Right. Okay. Do they look at me?
They see you come in and give a polite wave and go back to what they're doing.
I'll do that. Like,
Sure.
you know.
Perfect. Yeah, as you sit down, the barkeep comes up to you and says, welcome back. The usual then?
Double.
Is that one for each of you or double for you?
What do you want to Aowen?
I'll have some pancakes. Just one stat, whatever the normal order is, that's fine. Coming right up. And you see him getting to work on the griddle. Here you sit at the Heart and Soul with Aowen. What do you have to say? What's on Callum's mind?
A lot right now. Did you sleep?
Yeah, I mean, you were there, so I mean, you
Yeah.
you saw it, but yeah, I slept fine. I mean, no
Like
spooky
demons and
dreams like
shit.
you were
Okay.
talking about. No,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
I
good.
mean, I had dreams, but I mean, not like anything that seemed like a vision.
That's all you could ask for, I guess, right?
Yeah, my mom turned into a cow. It was really weird.
I saw her turn into an egg once.
Yeah, well, yeah, you did. It's not the same, but yeah, you did.
Yeah.
How's how's the adventure coming along? I mean, I guess we haven't got an update in a while. What's going on with that?
You haven't got an update in a while. Huh.
It's like a couple days, I suppose, but
That matters around here now. We went to train with this weird old guy who Azrael knows. And Balak
yeah.
knows, but I didn't get that information. Seems cool. I was kind of ready to kick his ass.
You are a little too ready, I would say, in most times to kick people's ass.
Yeah, it's kind of like my first instinct sometimes.
That might be my fault, so.
Fucking yeah. Yeah, we were trying. Is anybody here that I don't want to hear any of this?
Nobody that you would immediately recognize, no. I
Okay.
mean, the strangers in the pub.
Is there anyone that looks suspicious?
You can roll a general insight check if you'd like.
This one? Fucking, I don't know.
As far as you can tell, everybody is just like going about their business. You see like a couple of dwarves hanging out in the corner, having some conversation about the political structure. You see a couple of humans talking about when they're gonna finally find a new king. But you know, nobody's really listening.
I'm gonna say out loud some bullshit about like, yeah, and the horses are doing well and mom and dad are fine, and then I'm gonna message to Eowyn about how we were trying to open the portal and this guy knows how to open the portal and he's like going to probably show us how to do that very soon. And that like hopefully things are going to align at the timing we need them to. And then it's kind of just up to our persons.
You hear two things at once. You hear out loud, "Oh, that's good. I'm glad Cassius is doing good." And what's the horse's name again? Freaking, what a good horse. Missed that kid.
Carlos.
Oh, Carlos, that's the one. But at the same time, in your head and much louder, whatever support you need, I got your back. Let me know where to be. I'm there.
I'm gonna be looking like this. Got the pancakes here yet?
Yeah. As you are kind of trading that message back and forth, you see 3 plates of pancakes go in front of you, 2 in front of you and 1 in front of Eowyn. A little tub of butter and some molasses as well.
Fuck yeah. Thanks.
He nods at you and just he understands at this point the privacy you guys all intend to enjoy or tend to enjoy, so he just walks off towards the other side of the
Beautiful.
bar.
I love him. I'm gonna stuff my face full of pancakes and mutter more unintelligible words. And with my mouth just full of pancakes, sticky and everything, I'm gonna say, "You should fucking come with us." Message.
You see her think for a minute and say, "How soon do you have to go back? Can you spend another night here? There's something I want to show you."
9 days. And this is a message. And they're all training in ways that I don't know. Obviously, like, I'm more prepared and just better than all of them anyway, and I don't need the training. But like, it would be nice for the camaraderie. And like, he says that kind of nervously.
She hears your voice, even your inner voice, sort of shake a little bit, and she smiles out, like physically smiles, and you see her think for a moment again, and then she looks at you, and she looks right into your eyes for like a little longer than normal, and she says, "I understand if you have to get back quickly, but let me be honest. What I want to do, there's a show tonight in the Undercity, and I'd love if you'd go with me."
The Undercity, that place is bad. What
The
kind of show are we
Undercity
talking?
is just, well, there's a bard that's kind of up and coming, that I'd like to go see him, and well, it's not really about who it is; it's who we could go with, So
Okay.
great. Well, I've got some studies to do with Malone today, but show's at 8. Do you want to come by the Cabali area around 7?
Me now being left with 3 plates of pancakes is like, it's fucking 9 a.m. What am I supposed? Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can hang out at the Cabali area if you want, but I just, I'm gonna be kind of busy today, so I just.
That's yeah. Occupy yourself. We might die. Okay.
Great. All right. Well, I'll catch you later, Callum. And she stands up and walks out.
God damn it.
I eat the rest of the pancakes.
Amazing. From there, we'll cut back over to the rest of us here at the. This place has a name. Fire's Keep. You all wake up in the morning. I'm assuming Black eventually got his 4 hours of trance.
He came in after,
right after
my
your
4
trance.
hours.
That's right,
So
that's
I was out being all sweaty.
Well, Azrael, you also would have been up a little early. Is there anything you would have done? Or no, I'm sorry. Yes, you wouldn't have had to go back to sleep after he came in. So is there anything you would have done in the meantime?
Worked on my spell book.
Gotcha. Preparing yourself for the day. Well, the day comes, and one by one, everybody begins to rustle awake. And outside, you hear louder than a noise should be able to come from an actual horn. And it just goes on a long time.
Oh God.
Seemingly calling you to day 2 of our practice.
Doom definitely rolls out of the bed and onto the floor at the sound of that trumpet going off.
Darian, mad as fuck.
As
But-
does
Yeah,
anybody do anything before walking out?
Nah. I
Besides
just wanted to
being really
flavor it a
ready
little
to-
bit.
I wiped the brow, my sweat off my brow.
Your
Get
whole
ready for
brow.
the Yep.
As you all wander outside, there is slow glances traded between Black and then to Azrael, then quickly across the rest of you. Well, it seems no wish has been made just yet, but even so, if we are to protect the world, we must continue our training. So then, day 2, the training of the mind. He gestures before all of you, and he before you, you see 7 podiums, each with a little rune on top of it.
Oh god.
Please.
Rune? R-U-N-E?
Yes. Please take your places. Anyone will do.
I want the 3rd from the left for Janira, and I want Ramiro to be the 4th from the left.
Okay. Anybody else have anything in his specific place they want to be?
I'll be
I'll
the
just-
second one.
Go up to whatever's open.
Same.
Then
Cool. You all find a podium. And he looks between you. His eye twinkles for a second. And he says, oops, hold on. Focus. And he says, this bit might be a bit uncomfortable, but for this to work, I need each of your memories. It will only take a moment, but it will be a bit psychically uncomfortable.
I'm sorry, our memories?
Yes, well, you see, this is going to be a way of deciding whether or not you can draw from your own memory properly, your wisdom and intelligence to be tested.
oh god. in character.
Like looking around at the else and seeing what they're doing.
How do I do that?
I merely need your permission, and I'll do it myself.
Sign me up.
I would like to see what happens to Azrael first.
He's the same.
I love that tweet. Yeah, he looks right at you. His eye glows, and you feel what would essentially be like a very strong migraine, but for just a few moments. And then he pulls back and says, "Wow. Okay, we have. You know what? I would say we have much to talk about, but the memories that you share with me, I will not act on those. It seems inappropriate.
What?
Nice.
I mean to say, the memories that you give to me,
Did we like sign a
Azrael,
confidential
we have
contract
a
on
lot
here?
to talk about.
Yeah, I don't
Who's
fucking
next?
like this.
Oh God, wait.
Is Azrael
Wait, whose memories did
incapacitated
you
in
just?
any way?
No,
Yeah. Okay.
nothing has changed. She just got a migraine for a few seconds and it goes away.
Is there any way to block certain memories? If I try really hard.
He looks to you and says, unfortunately, no. It's all or none, but I don't intend to use them against you. Don't worry.
And then I'm going to say, when you're looking at our memories, are you seeing it through our eyes? I know it kind of makes no kind of sense, but
I see it as you remember it.
okay.
Memory is a fickle thing.
I'm gonna
Tyrion
say-
is like, oh, sorry.
I'm gonna say go ahead, and I'm gonna be curious about what he says.
Yeah,
He
you get
doesn't-
a little twinkle in your eye and then a little bit of pain and then fades quickly. The twins, then, do I have your permission?
Gennaro will give a look to our mirror and give a nod.
Both of you feel a little bit more of an intense pain because you are both feeling a little bit of the other's pain. But it fades quickly. Well, then I suppose we just have the human boy and the Goliath.
Darian, you have, since hearing him say, I'll see it as you remember it, like fingers on his temples, just like thinking about creating a mountain and not watching Gaia do it. And then he's going to be like, all right, you can do me.
His eye twinkles, you feel a little bit of pain, and it fades, and then
Deception
Look.
check.
deception check?
Deception check for
Deception.
Darian.
Oh yeah.
Well, you'll see how that pans out.
Oh.
But he looks to Thum. Do I have your permission?
Tim's gonna like. He's gonna be like. And he can
That
do it.
sounded like a yes to me, sir.
I think he said, "Get it over with."
So then, I just have a series of questions for all of you. This will be a way to bolster your minds while also being a fun little game. My favorite. You see, answer a question right, you get a point. Answer a question wrong, you do a lap around the fortress.
Hmm.
The one with the most points at the end of the day gets a feast, just like yesterday, but everyone else,
Ah,
bread and, yeah, mostly just bread, stale bread. Or whatever rations you may have on you.
Good
Are we ready
berries.
to begin? Anyone can answer, although these will be somewhat targeted questions a little further along the line, so we'll see how this goes. You see his eye glows, and it kind of stays glowing. It is like a pale blue, as he like looks within his own mind now.
Look within.
What is here's a good one. What is the military leader that you all interrogated early on? I believe it was Thum and Azrael who met him.
Oh, this is going to be so hard. Can I? Okay. Question.
Uh-huh.
Like, am I supposed to metagame this Cause like there's a lot of shit that like.
Yeah. Yeah,
Can
you
I-
can metagame the shit out of this.
Okay.
Can I use Youngtar's notes?
Yes.
Who wants to slam the buzzer?
Great. Boom is buzzed in.
Oh god, this is so wrong. I take back my buzz-in.
Nope.
It is too late. You've buzzed in, Thoom. You must answer one way or another. Let's see it.
Uh,
God, I should.
You've talked to this guy kind of recently.
I.
You of all people should know this, Riley.
I know.
Hmm.
I want to say it's Valhalla, Valhalla, but I don't think it is.
And that is one correct point. for
Hey! Oh my god!
Valhalla indeed.
Christ.
Jesus.
As everyone, Riley, go back and watch the stream. As soon as you said that, everyone went.
Listen, Zoom literally leaps with rejoice, like yes.
What
then, like,
is
I, like-
the,
I just like put my arms down.
question 2. What is the name of the clan working for the Wind Mage in Krakow? If no one answers, you all do a lap. Thoom again.
The Morningwood Warriors.
You're an
Take
idiot.
a lap.
We technically worked there. I don't like
No.
and
Who was working for the Wind Mage? I don't.
oh for
None
I-
of-
you
none
didn't
of your,
clarify that. You didn't clarify that.
Oh god, this is gonna be a
How,
long
how am
day.
I buzzing? Do I just say buzz?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can just say
Buzz.
buzzer.
It's
Thoom, take a lap, and he just points to the front door.
Capernici.
Okay, Bernici it is. Wonderful. A point for Asriel. Keep track of your points. I'm old.
Do we wait for him?
Nope. So we're going to do one question that Thoom cannot answer.
What the fuck?
Yes.
This is so screwed. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the name of the recently ex-queen of Thonia? Bonus point if you can tell me the previous queen's name.
Queen?
Yes, sir, the queen.
You can look at notes.
I didn't even get that one. When I
Evan's
asked.
cheating.
What's cheating?
You're looking at notes.
We're
Notes
allowed
are-
to look at notes.
Are you
can
not
definitely use
supposed to?
notes.
What?
You can definitely use your notes.
Like,
I didn't
holy
get
shit.
that in the first question error when I asked you, so can't answer. I know the last name.
Hilda Holdehart.
That is the
Buzz.
correct answer for Darian.
The
And can you
one
tell me the
before
previous queen?
was Hulda Wholeheart. It's
Incorrect. It was also Hilda Wholeheart. But
Well-
still 1 point.
Fuck. I wrote down the same name, 2 different spellings. That's what I did. The only
Alright.
notes I have was from our session 0 notes. That's all I have.
I had
1
that
point
Cape
for
Pernica
free.
note in my notes. Frickin'
All
As
right,
long as you-
here's one you all should get. Common knowledge, really. What is... for this one, don't
Doom
look
runs
at
to the door.
nobody
Doom
look at
runs
the
to the
map.
door.
Only your own notes. Don't look at the map.
Hands up. Everyone put their
Oh,
hands
I'm
up.
good
so
at
we know-
geography.
Everyone put your
What
hands
is
up.
the name of the entire dwarven country?
Oh, come on.
Fuck off.
Come
Buzz.
on.
It's
Buzz.
I have 2 dwarves in front of me.
Buzz.
How is this a
Megro.
buzz?
Oh, damn.
We have a buzz from
Fuck.
Azrael.
Megro.
Megro it is. One more
Hit the
point for
fucking
Azrael.
button.
No comment from either of them.
I'm gonna turn and look at him with a inquisitive face.
Our mayor will flip you off.
Here's a deep cut. One you only heard once. Let's see if anybody remembers. There is a mob boss that is no longer with us. They called him the Don, but he had a real first name. What was it? We have a buzz from Thoom.
Karoni?
Jesus
Unfortunately, that is his last name. I won't make you take a lap, but I'm looking for his first name.
I thought we just called him the Don Karoni.
Yes, but this is the first name he has that we only heard once.
Anyone?
I wasn't there.
Very well. Everyone take a lap.
Great.
Bullshit. The
So,
sisters
everybody-
also don't know.
I wasn't
They wanna-
there. How was I supposed to know? This is bullshit.
Part of the ship.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
so
take
good.
a lap around the fortress and actually, could everybody roll me either athletics or constitution, please?
Oh,
Wait,
Not this
uh,
again.
Do I
I
have
thought this was
disadvantage now,
supposed
or
to be the,
the next day? It
intellect
doesn't
one,
matter.
bro.
I rolled a dirty 20 with a 6.
You don't have a disadvantage anymore. You're good.
Ooh, athletics.
or what?
Athletics or constitution.
I rolled a
Saving
15.
Or flat constitution.
I'm sorry.
Um,
Is it still day one?
We'll do flat. Well, let's call it a save.
Oh, poor choice there, brother.
Yeah, I was about to say, save's gonna.
Wait, you want me to do a save? Wait, athletics or
You did athletics, check.
or constitution save.
gotcha.
Great. On who on their roll got less than a 15, no matter what they
Armera.
roll.
Armera did.
That's right.
Great. No major negative drawbacks on this one. I
Yet.
would just love if you would roleplay being a little bit more tired.
Okay.
Roleplay
Fantastic.
being dead.
Solid check.
I nat 20
great.
did.
Everybody,
I'm complaining
I'm
as I'm
proud of
coming
you.
back.
everybody hops back to their podiums. Great.
Great,
Now-
great. This is great.
Oh, one of these was fucking. I kind of ruined this question. What's the name of the drunkard pygmy dwarf that you all have met?
Buzz!
Yes, Genera.
No, not Buzz.
Pip.
Pip it is. Yes, 1 point for Genera.
Yes!
Oh, this is fun. Okay. What 2 objects did the party push into the void while in hell?
Do we have to name both of them?
I throw up my hands, going, "I wasn't there either."
The party.
Do we have
To the void.
Buzzer.
But yes,
What?
Darian.
I know at least one of them. I stuck my sword in there.
That is one of the 2. Can you tell me the other?
Buzz,
Azrael.
dismembered arm.
There it is. We'll give 1 point to each of you.
Hell yeah. Air
I'm
five,
pouting.
Astro.
I'm pouting at the podium right now because none of these have been relevant to me at all.
Is that wait? Is that the ye old version of crying in the club? Pouting at the podium.
Okay. What was the name of the Orcish general that fought on the southern wall?
Oh fuck! I have 2 names for this guy.
Either name is fine.
Okay, Buzz.
Black.
I know him as Saladar.
Saladar it is, also Rockbreaker.
Rockbreaker. That's what it
Rockbreaker.
is.
I knew it was rock something.
Dwayne.
I would
Yeah.
have been so close, but I would have been wrong. I'm so glad I didn't say anything. I thought it was Zaladar with a Z.
Very close, very close.
I would have had to run, bro.
What is the name of the now deceased human cardinal of the church?
Buzz.
Black.
His name was.
Fuck.
Can't
I got-
buzz in and then
you
look it up.
can't buzz in. That's
Fucker.
Oh, I.
Time's up, Black. Take a lap.
Okay.
Buzz. Buzz.
Genera again.
God, Hubert Hain.
Oh,
Hubert
fuck!
it is.
Fuck! I did know that.
Oh, yes!
I thought it was
It's Hubert,
Newbert.
Hubert, and Dubert. Fuck!
Hubert,
Newbert is a
and
gnome.
Hubert.
Hubert is a dwarf.
Correct. Let's
Lots of
fucking go.
alliteration.
Theo, which character are you playing?
That, my friend, is from the introductory D&D information that Foster gave me through the Notes app. That is what that's from.
Oh, fuck. I'm not here for the question.
Let's
You-
see.
You still would have met that person, I think.
All right. I'm going to go down the line and do a targeted question each.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Darian,
Oh.
where did you first meet Eowyn?
Eowyn?
Eowyn.
Oh.
Spell that one more time.
God, which one's
Eowyn is the daughter.
okay? Where did I first meet Eowyn? In me and Aaron's place, wherever the fuck that is.
I
I
take
think it was
the
in Hearthold.
Bloodlight Clan House. Yes.
Yes, Bloodlight Clan House. I would have. Yeah, I forgot that it was a Bloodlight. But yes, I remember that. She came through a portal. She said some crazy shit, and I didn't understand at the time.
Little did you know.
Right.
Black.
Am I running in now? Am I back?
I'll skip you. Yeah.
I'm back. Do I need to roll anything, mister?
Roll either athletics or constitution save.
Athletics.
Athletic.
Another 15.
You're golden. The twins. Either both of you or one of you may answer. What is the name of Yongtar's mother?
Step or real?
His birth mother.
That means real.
Unknown.
Hold on, let me be sure I know it. I think I wrote this down.
It's not our mother, so how are we supposed to know?
Ooh, sass.
Fucking rude.
Don't you have pictures of her in your
Boom, roasted.
big castle?
I want you all to remember how we're not roasting Theo right now for this, and then when it comes to my turn and I don't get it,
We're gonna
we
roast
all
you
don't
too.
roast me.
Well, my mom is not the same mom as these two people's mother.
Right. Oh, I do have it though. There it is right there.
Also, my roasting will be based off of whether or not I know the thing, and I don't know this either, so I cannot roast.
Well, you're not very good sisters, but her name was Naldora. Please take a lap.
Yeah, two little dwarfs.
God damn it. As they start to run out, they will be arguing the whole time.
One of them a little more tired than the other.
That's so good.
I thought you would know that. I thought you would know that.
Armera is just focused on running, and Janera is bitching her the fuck out right now.
Thum, what was the name of the first person you tried to battle on the training grounds back at the Paladin? Can't think of the word for it. The Paladin grounds. You ended up fighting Rel, but you questioned another man just before.
Was it Jarvis?
It was not Jarvis. In fact, it was Carl Vostok. Please take a lap.
Oh, where'd I get
No
Jarvis
way! That's hilarious. I didn't ever make that.
When did I even play Carl? So long ago.
It was a while ago.
A whole year, man.
I'll take the lap.
Azrael.
I forgot. I remember that being a part of the thing, though.
Let's find a good one. Hold on.
As
The twins are back, still arguing.
They are still arguing.
Ooh, hold on. I'm gonna actually have to dig into the notes for this one because I want to be sure it's a good one. Hold
Am
on.
I allowed to cast Detect Thoughts?
This fucking guy.
He'll know you did.
That's fine.
Oh, well, this is a good one. Relevant. And he asked this just before the dwarves get back. What was the name of the thing that you killed?
Mm.
Ooh.
Young
Mhm.
Tor's dead.
What's the name, Zach? Fill me in.
Well, you see, I didn't really kill him. He killed himself.
No, you definitely killed him.
The AoE did.
Fucking Othamiel looks right at you and said, "No, you killed him. You made him do it. It was you definitely killed him."
No, Caliphus took his own life.
Wrong answer.
Wait,
Take it
really?
out.
Actually?
Yeah.
No
Yep.
Fuck
shit?
you.
Oh,
Fuck you, asshole.
The right answer
dick.
was Hurthrendar.
Damn
Aw.
straight.
was Caliphus his brother?
No, Caliphus was the dude.
Caliphus was
That-
Hurthrendar's kind of brother. I think
He was.
brother-in-law.
Is he the one from the other city?
Yes.
From Himgrom, yes. Who then took
Gotcha.
over and then marched on the city.
Damn, dude, I had that backwards. I'll take my lap. Let me roll
bastard.
athletics.
How dare you? Oh.
Is your
yeah, let me roll.
Constitution save not better than your athletics?
Fuck no.
Really?
No, dude, my constitution. That's why. Yeah. This is why day one was miserable. I have +1 to constitution, +2 to acrobatics. That's it.
Everybody comes back around. Let's see. One more round of personal questions, and we'll go back to the
Oh
group.
God.
Was that the
Oh,
only
no.
one who got their personal question?
I haven't gone yet.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I haven't got to Black. Let me.
Just sitting there going.
He is literally invisible. So.
Yeah,
My
right,
cloak-
you can't
my
see
cl-
you
my
for-
cloak
you
does
didn't
do that
realize
for
you
me.
came back up.
I'm just so sad that I lost my session 0 shit.
Let's see. Do I still have your notes separate?
Yo, Theo,
No.
after this, because I don't want to have an unfair advantage, could you send me those session 0 notes after this?
My session 0 notes are definitely different than yours.
They
I'll
might
send-
be, but I guarantee there's stuff that I took down at one point. I have notes from
They are.
basically, well, when I split off after the war. That's
I
the
have-
earliest shit I have.
I have stuff that is quote only I know about this,
Oh,
so I can send you that stuff, excluding that.
Black, look up at me.
if it's
Look
a lot
into
of
my
work, don't
eyes
do
for
it.
this.
I don't like this.
Kiss me.
As I, the DM, am asking you not to look at your notes, at your notes because I know you'll know this.
What if I don't? It'll make me
What is
sad.
the name of the doctor that helped you back in your city?
Oh, even I know that one.
Oh, he's my real dad. His name's Baldwin.
Volwyn it is. All right, back to the top. Darian.
Why did I get singled out for let's find a good one? And 2 people have been asked about their, or 2 people have been asked about their parents.
It
This
was
is
somebody's
bullshit.
parent.
They
My
didn't do-
question.
I got asked
my,
about somebody else's parents.
my question was a hard question.
My question was
Yours was actually. That was tough.
very specific.
Yours was too, actually.
Let's see.
I got asked about my dead brother's mom.
I got asked. about your
Mine
My
was
brother's
literally
dead
day
mom,
one.
sorry.
I think
Oh
Mine
yeah,
was
literally
literally
the
day
first
one
session.
question.
Yeah.
you gave the guy with the worst memory one of the hardest questions.
It's a damn shame.
To be fair, you also played that character at a point.
True, but
That's true.
I was so past. I was just there to play as the idiot. You know, it was fun.
I have this written somewhere, but I just have to find you in my.
I kind of assumed the
56
entire
pages of
time that
notes
that's why
currently.
you chose Carl. Like I just assumed that it was
Ah,
DM wrote it in and you took Carl over.
We had developed. Foster had helped me develop Carl like as soon as I wanted them to like be on that little break. And so like he wasn't a very much fleshed out character until then, right? Foster, like
No, yeah, he was just like the guy that was there.
Just a guy.
One-off throwaway.
yeah.
Darian, you certainly should know this, but I suppose he was just a boy when it happened. What is your father's name?
Darian blinked out, I think.
I think Darian is disconnected in the grave.
Stunned at the question of his father.
He's still pondering.
Emotional damage.
Still pondering.
He said my power flickered for a second in this stuff's rebooting.
Gotcha. I'll come back to that.
I'll take a picture of this.
I can't see
Let's
it
see.
anymore.
That's great.
Hey, for questions, in the future, what the fuck is Callum's mom's name?
Uh,
I can't
Elliot.
find it. Yes. Thank God.
Oh, I could have told you that.
I was only thinking Arwen just over and over and over again. I couldn't.
let's see. What's good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely not.
Twins. What was the name of the spellcast? Give me both of the names of the spellcasters that you recently met on the mountain in Kragon.
I'm over here giggling.
Those spellcasters that we met in the mountain at Kragon.
That's
I'm buzzing. I was like, I know this one.
We don't know this one, they will say in unison.
Take a lap.
It was Ruby and Connie.
No, it was Gimo and Connie.
No, Gimo was the other one that we don't know actually know his name.
yeah, because y'all didn't give him a chance. You guys metagamed the shit out of that encounter.
We
showed
said,
up.
nah, fuck this guy. He's
He
controlling dragons.
looked truly evil.
Metagamed AF.
You continue down the line.
Oh man,
Let's see.
my forehead's in two different spots on the
As well,
stream.
the same as Darian's question will be, you should know this. What's your uncle's name?
Sly boss around.
Indeed, Sly.
Let's
what a
fucking
man
go.
that. Yeah, I'm glad he's gone.
He was a
I'll say
prick.
that. He was a prick. Never liked him.
I have his
Let's
house
see.
now.
Oh, do
You know that. You know that. Don't
Well,
worry.
I do. Yes. Well, I mean, I have to.
I
do all
appreciate
of
the
these.
surprise regardless.
Well, it
It makes me
does
feel a
take-
little bit better.
I don't inherently just like know it all. I have to think about it. It's interesting anyway. Let's see. Thum. Where did you first encounter Rel?
Ooh.
Ooh.
While he thinks about
Think carefully now.
I remember the story, but not the specifics.
Theo,
is,
stop.
is this the first time? Was the first time we met in the campaign?
Genius. The first time we met was the first time that we
I
met.
suppose Foster. Well, no,
He did give you the answer for the last question.
No, he didn't.
no, he didn't. I don't think he did.
Oh.
He didn't.
Speaking of bitches.
Rel told me this story herself.
Oh.
Can I hear the question being asked?
Yes, it was Thum. Where did you first encounter Rel?
Oh,
It's
These last rounds of questions, I asked you already, but you didn't hear it, have been things that should be very obvious. Except for, actually, no, the twins wasn't, but...
Oh yeah, no, it fucking wasn't very obvious. You should have asked me
But
where
it
we
was
studied.
like 4 sessions ago.
You should have fucking asked me where we studied. That shit has been on deck in my brain this whole fucking time.
I think. Was
10
it
seconds, Thum.
was it in a small city outside of Seoul?
Well, not exactly, but it was in Soul City, and you said both of those words, so I'll take it.
Isn't that wrong?
it just was totally wrong.
He
It
said
was on the
outside.
streets of Soul City when her
Have
family
him-
moved there for refuge.
Have him run half the lap.
And then stay outside.
No point, I don't think, Zoom, because it wasn't quite right. But yeah, don't worry about the lap on this one.
Run in place for a minute.
There you
I
go.
couldn't remember if I was outside of Soul City or in Soul City, so I guessed wrong, but I was close. I appreciate you being half accepting of that answer.
Darian, well, you certainly should know this one, though it, I suppose, was a boy when it all happened. What is your father's name?
Gref.
Gref Ironforge, indeed. The DM wasn't sure you had written that down.
Well, see, fortunately for me, the stuff that I have written down is the shit you told me at the very beginning. So, like, my dad.
Has everybody gotten a second round question?
No.
Black is still left. Great.
It's your stealth, bro. That's why. You're standing there. We don't even know it.
I
Yeah,
think
right.
to keep the continuity the same, Eowyn should have been asking me trivia questions at breakfast. We should have gone to a trivia night.
Let's see.
Go to the matinee at the Bard showing.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Some time ago, you entered the nest of Eowyn, and you saw a picture with your old adventuring party. Can you tell me who was in that picture?
Oof.
Ooh, hold on.
There's- That's a lot of names.
10,
He's got to have that written
Yeah.
down somewhere for
Yeah.
sure.
Theo, stop.
7,
Theo, stop.
6,
Um,
5.
me, my wife, Cassius, his wife, fucking Arwen, and Deirdrick Stonecutter.
Well, all of that was right except for Arwen. Unfortunately, it was Eowyn.
No,
Please take a lap.
no.
Arwen was not in your adventuring party. Eowyn was in your adventuring party, the daughter.
That's the daughter. I didn't know it was with all the old people.
Yeah, you adventured with the daughter. She's a phoenix. She's very old.
Hmm.
But
I believe the
take a lap.
DM.
Hmm.
You wouldn't have anyway.
We met
Let the
Arwen for the
DM.
first time. She was missing forever.
Fight Othmir, no balls.
I'm gonna fight over here.
And you're dead.
Command word death.
As Black runs around, he asks one question to the group. Let's see. I think I've got two more than we.
I'm gonna start.
tally everything up.
Wait, I want to complain as I'm leaving. I got most of them right. What the fuck is this?
Well, you said both of those words, so.
Yeah.
Wrong. Like, remember when we did the obstacle course, and if you missed the mark, you had to do the whole thing over again? Yeah. Welcome to this. This is like baby. This is baby game.
We were asked our brother's dead mom's name. Both of the sisters will call out.
And I feel like that's something you should know as a good sibling, but you know, that's just me.
It
Let's
is
see
just you.
here.
Sorry. I didn't mean that.
Excuse me.
Okay, well, what is the names of each of the four elemental gods and their father?
Buzzer. Oh.
The stinger at the end there. That's what got me.
Okay,
come on.
so there's Gaia, Calum, Aquarius, Soul, and then I buzzed in before I heard the rest of the question. So hold on
It
for a
is
second.
way more obvious than you think.
It is. It's
Daddy.
very,
Oh, I know it.
I do too.
Daddy.
I'm not here.
I don't.
I think I
Buzz.
remember it actually.
Buzz.
Coming with the help
Darian comes
action.
Darian, take a lap. Genera.
What? I got 4 out of the 5 names.
Hey,
This
I'm
is some
walking in. I'm
bullshit.
bitching. You run, I ran.
What happened to when me and Ezreal both got a point because I got half and he got half?
The rules have changed. I make the rules. Now
Fucking
go.
running.
Soul, Calum, Gaia, Aquarius, and the Great Elemental.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, it was Calum, not Callum. Please take a lap.
Buzz.
Well, yes.
I'd like to repeat the exact same thing, substituting Callum for Calum.
Excellent, a point for Azrael.
Fuck yes.
I don't think that should count.
You didn't hear it. You're still running.
Look, I had ran away 15 seconds ago. How fast do you think I am in 60 pounds of plate armor?
With
What's your athletics?
yeah, with a
Plus
27.
12? I think you're
Oh.
gone.
With a
Fucking
27, you're
12
back.
athletic.
Let's see here.
Oh fuck.
Last question of the day. One you all should know. What's the name of that pub you all like to frequent?
I
Buzz.
get to answer this? Because
Buzz.
I know,
Buzz.
unfortunately, you don't. Black.
Heart and soul.
Indeed, the heart and soul. Everyone, tally your points for me. What are our standings?
4. I was
4,
taking tabs.
3, 1 for Thum? Oh, come on. Azra, how many do you have?
5.
Actually, no, it is 2 because you
What?
gave me the last one for the Rel question.
23.
No, you said no point. You said 0 point. I just didn't have to run, so just 1.
I got 50 for both of the sisters combined.
No.
Deception.
They both had like 1.
Azrael, inside the door to your right, you will find a feast fit for a king. Everyone else, hit the showers.
Suck a fat dick.
He chuckles a little bit under his breath and pulls himself back stoic. Maybe I will. And walks away.
Oh.
Which way does he walk? Does he turn to the right?
He walks straight on.
Walking
Straight
away,
on?
Are you gonna shred our memories or like what? How does that? Are they just
He
yours?
just continues walking. Does that answer
Oh.
that question?
He is on a mission now.
Well, with that all done,
Have they walked away already?
I've walked away.
have
yeah.
everybody else?
Yeah.
That's up to you guys. Do you guys go immediately to the barracks?
Which one of the twin sisters has the bag right now?
Janera does, and she's about to finish up running.
Generic, can I borrow that bag?
Why?
I want to get you guys food.
Yeah, okay. So hand over the bag.
I'd like to be in. Well, I'll explain that in a second. Go ahead.
I do have unfortunate news for you, if that is your intention.
Oh no.
It's pretty much full.
Yeah, the bag has 500 pounds, 495 of those pounds being miscellaneous gems, and 5 pounds of those being your mother. So
Your mom. Literally.
Your mother.
That's my shit in there. Don't touch it.
I'm gonna go.
You'll get it back. Would you like to eat tonight?
No.
Deal.
Darian's a stubborn asshole.
This is true.
Can I pass Othamir on the way to get the food?
Sure. Yeah. You kind of intersect for a moment. What would you like to say?
Can I persuasion check him to never say a fucking thing about the Crypt Keeper?
Yes. Go ahead and. Well, actually, what do you say?
Not a fucking word. Not a goddamn fucking word.
He laughs audibly and then looks up to you. Go ahead and roll that persuasion.
That's not good. That is not good.
Well, we'll just have to see if it comes up, won't we? He goes
Oh,
off
it's
to
gonna come
his,
up.
little hut.
Was there a tree up in here? I don't remember if you said there was or not. Like a withered
not
one.
Not within the compound. No.
Okay. Never mind.
You gonna build a treehouse?
No.
Because there's no tree.
So we come to the sort of the end of this day, as we suspend disbelief that took all day.
I will.
Black, Oh, sure. Yeah, actually, let's have everybody back in the barracks by this point.
While this is
They don't
happening,
have
I'd like to be handing out food that I tried to smuggle back through the bag of
Great.
holding. And then as that gets hand out, I'll put the gems back in the bag.
I want to sleight of hand one of the gems.
Can I perceive that?
Can I sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand versus perception.
Who is holding the bag?
I think I am. I think he's
21.
Oh fuck!
That should be 2.
Can I stealth sleight of hand?
That should be 2
That-
sleight
You
of
can roll
hands.
sleight of hand. It's your dex score, so I think it's the same.
No, it's bad.
It doesn't
Or
have
you might not have
proficiency.
proficiency or
He's
whatever.
gonna say
I am
it's
holding
bad.
the
It's a +7.
I didn't see shit.
Oh, it
Oh,
wasn't.
wait, I got it. Oh fuck, 19.
Ah!
Darian sees it.
Get your hands off my shit.
I'm gonna do a magic trick and say I didn't take anything.
What magic trick are you doing?
Is this your card? I didn't take anything.
I'm gonna, the when I'm gonna do
I forgot about that one.
in the
Magic trick.
I'm gonna slightly put it back, pick it up, and go. But they're so pretty. And then as I put him down, I'm gonna do the thing they did in Pirates of the Caribbean, where he throws one of the coins back.
Okay, you can roll sleight of hand against perception again.
Why can't that be deception?
Ah.
Is everyone watching now for
Because
the
you do have
allure?
to physically do something to make this happen.
Alright.
You're not just lying.
Is
Oh,
this?
nat 20.
Can I?
Also nat 20.
access-
Oh, but a higher perception on this.
I'm gonna look at Ezreal and just not say anything.
Does Azrael react?
Listen here, motherfucker. I'm kind of on a whole good trip. I'm trying to be better. Don't make this fucking harder than it needs to be.
I'm gonna flick it at him and walk out. You're no fun.
Kids these days.
I miss the old Azrael.
As I give the bag back to Genera, I just want to look at Darren and be like, we could summon a literal army of elementals, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's all.
It's my goal.
Armera pipes up again from the back of the room. So are we gonna make a decision on this thing or what? Are we at least gonna talk about it?
I would like for Genera to give Azrael a knowing look.
Say a knowing or annoying?
A knowing. Knowledge. Knowing. And then wait for his response.
I left the room.
What's going on?
Thume's not paying attention.
Well, I'd like to have a conversation about this giant, about this glowing orb that we now have that can do whatever the fuck we want it to do.
Like I said, Genera,
Armera.
Armera. Sorry.
It's okay.
It happens a lot.
I mean, ultimately, it's Azrael's decision on what he wants to use. That.
I'm just saying it seemed like he wanted a little bit of feedback, maybe, and maybe we could provide said feedback.
I really want to bring her back, but I guess now that I'm here, I'm kind of having second thoughts.
There's almost an infinite amount of things we could do with that thing.
I spent the rest of last night clearing out my spell book in part of the deal with Othamir, and I just couldn't think. 200 years has passed. It's a lot of time. Things have changed brother's now dead because of. And I just don't know that it would be right to bring her back and immediately take that from her. It almost feels like a punishment. Welcome back. You missed a quarter of my life, and your other son's dead by my hands. Just doesn't quite seem like the conversation that I want to have. But I don't think I can bring her back without having. Real quick, out of character, did you pick up the last part of that sentence? Like on my side, it looked like it drowned out. Okay.
Did it?
It just doesn't feel like that's the kind of conversation that goes, without being said.
If we were to think about other options, I mean, obviously we could wait to use it with our upcoming fight.
It could be the ultimate ex machina.
If we're fighting Kalina, though, or so, probably ain't gonna do a whole lot, is it?
Could always do something, just not directed towards them. This is what I
Very
caught
cool
on to.
point that you make there, Doom. You're a smart guy. You're smart. I underestimate you sometimes. You don't look very smart, but pretty smart.
Sound very smart either.
That
This is
hurts.
true. Also, that he doesn't sound very smart, but you're a smart guy, Doom.
I
I
mean-
think
What
Go
if
ahead, Darren.
we could?
Darian.
I think the mere process of fumbling to find something to do such a powerful thing is the incorrect direction to be going. If you decide you want to use this for your mother, then I think that is right. But I think if we don't have an idea that just makes sense, I think letting it sit until something arises is the best thing so wasting something this powerful, it could literally mean the difference between life or death for everybody we know. So write it out. It's not going anywhere. That guy said it in his pocket for 200 years.
If we have to use it during the fight, then we use it. If not, then great. And then, heck, I mean, at that point, I dare say you could be selfish with it.
I think I want to hold on to it.
What if we used it to create a weapon that could kill a god?
I feel like that would go against the will of a god.
Not if that's not your thought process. Nobody said.
The wind blows. Do you hear words?
Look, you got.
Kalina's power is going to be weakened during this eclipse.
We hope.
Yeah, that's facts.
In theory.
And if that's the case, maybe the wish would have more of an effect on her.
It also could be a less effective wish. Something to think about. I don't know how that works. I don't know if it's isolated power in a marble or if it's directly tied to the creator, but if that's the case, it's presumably a weaker wish during that time frame.
If only we had the ability to experiment with powerful thing in existence.
I tried using the
Save.
identify spell, man.
Right.
If anything, I think that we should establish what would be against the will of a god.
Death, destruction, overpowerment,
Taco Tuesdays on Wednesday.
Probably anything that's gonna generally stop his plan.
Yeah. Can it affect other gods?
Well, only I guess just based on what the spooky Kmart voice said. That it can't overpower the will of any god.
Well, what if it's not like directly overpowering? If it's just empowering, rather than empowering. I'm
I
saying
mean,
we turn Brook into a gigantic Godzilla creature of water.
But is that against the will of a different god? Now we get into the whole pursuit of
Semantics.
happiness argument here.
If we discover that the eclipse actually does weaken her, could we wish for more time with the eclipse?
So I would think that would go against the will of the god. Because
I don't. Isn't
Freeze the moon in place.
no god that I know of controls time itself?
but it's not that's
Oh,
not
that's
what
God
metagaming.
damn
That's
it.
metagaming. Can't say anything.
Why is Callum not fucking here right now?
Can't say anything. It's metagaming.
What if I took the moon?
And put it somewhere.
I'm dead serious. Can I make another eclipse?
Just add another
It's
moon.
not direct.
I mean,
Because I mean, if the eclipse is only going to last, the full total eclipse is only going to last what, 2-3 minutes.
the will
That-
of a god is a very broad thing.
is
Well,
that
you'll
something you
see.
said in
I'm saying, sorry, out of character as
Okay.
DM. The very
You all
broad
get a
thing.
chill down your spine.
right?
Azrael's gonna smirk a little bit, hold the marble up, and say, "Well, there's only one way to find out." Just
Uh,
kidding. Just kidding.
Belak's gonna come back in. He's just gonna get in bed.
Hey,
Annoyed.
could I have you not do that?
I'm going to
Your bed
stand in the doorway.
disappears.
I'm gonna stand in the doorway and listen to this and talk to Arya in the process.
What?
Around this time,
Fate of the universe, unlimited
both of
power,
you
not an interesting enough
walks
conversation for
behind
you?
No.
Black.
I've already had that choices.
Othmere walks behind you, Black, and says, "Kin, if you'd like to follow me."
I turn around, don't even say anything, slam the door.
Well, that was quite unnecessary.
He
Still
walks
annoyed.
you over to his hut and takes a seat, very properly set up. So you are, I suppose, then came from your Ruby, so that means your grandmother is Thessalia, but we didn't, we weren't together very long. I didn't, well, beyond just Ruby leaving early, I guess I didn't realize I had a grandson.
Well, I didn't expect her to tell you about me, to be honest. Or if she even
I've spoken
found
to
you.
her
Yeah,
in
that.
quite some time.
yeah.
Yes.
She's a little stuck up, was my word for her.
You could say that for sure. She is a firecracker, that one. I do wish her well, although I don't think it is reciprocated. Well, I did want to talk to you about your sword there. Do you know its history?
The most I know about it is it's part of the Black Hand family, and it was passed down for generation to generation through the females, if I'm correct in saying that.
Indeed, yes.
But that's it. That's all I remember. or
A
know
shame
of.
Ruby never had a daughter. Well, I mean, not just... Anyway, you know what I mean.
I'm here.
It's a tough one to come back
such a
from.
distracting message. Okay. I'm sorry. What did Eli say? Yeah, just.
It's- I just say it's fine
Oh, yeah.
because I'm not a lady.
Well, this sword is known to grow in power throughout one's own journey. Have you noticed any of this?
Oh yeah, the first time I grabbed it, did nothing. I cut my hand on it a couple times later, and I don't know what it did. It just felt empowering, I guess. And then another time I went to swing it, and it casted a giant windstorm. Almost blew my ears off. It's kind of fun. And then another time it does more damage. So it looks.
His eye twinkles as he looks at it, and he is going to verbally make you aware of, like, specifically the mechanics of how it all works, as Black was kind of just trying to figure it out before. So all the spells and stuff that I gave you, Black is now mentally and, like, actually aware of all of it. And I'm just skipping that part of the conversation because I don't remember them all off the top of my head.
Oh, I only have 2 things on my sword. So if you have more.
Well, there was if you roll the top of your damage die, it does 2 more damage. If you roll a 1, you get to re-roll.
I got that one.
And it can cast the wind spell.
Yeah. So that was
I
just
think that's all of them.
Okay.
But then after he does all this, he says, I must warn you though, its power seems benign at first, but if it grows too much, it can overwhelm you. I just want you to proceed with caution.
I take it in silently, contemplating.
I don't think you're quite there yet, but I just wanted to make you aware. The Sword of the Black Hand is a long cursed weapon. And not so dangerous as it was the first time, as I'm sure your mother told you, but
She did.
be
Fun
quite
story.
careful with it, Black. That's all I really wanted to say, but I am full of history. Do you have any questions about your own past? Maybe our family lineage?
You said much about Volwyn. Did you know him?
Oh, no, that was from your own, but
I would have
he seems
thought
a
maybe.
good man.
Okay.
I promised I would not use any of those against you, but I would say it might be a good idea to pay him a visit.
I kind of shrink down in the chair a little bit, and I go, and physically look distressed to that comment. I don't think I can go back.
And what's stopping you?
The people.
What of them? There's only one man there who even would care to see you, but he would likely care to see you. Whatever you did to him.
I didn't do nothing to him. He was the only one who ever cared for me. Especially since, he's the one who took me after Ruby left me on his doorstep.
So what have you to fear? You are a fearless man, Black. In many capacities, you have taken on monsters far beyond your own capacity, and you've gone into the darkest, shadowy places in the world, and yet returning home, that's where the dollar stops. Why? Why is that?
At a loss for words, Balak doesn't answer. Thinking about maybe it was his own reasoning of not wanting to go back. Feeling like putting all the blame on himself for what happened to the town when Stonebreaker, Rockbreaker came. Feeling like he didn't do enough.
Well, young man, you've still got plenty of time left. I mean, take care of yourself and you could live maybe 3 times as long as you have. Look at me, an old man. Before you go, he reaches into his pocket and he tosses a small ruby. Nicked that one when I was looking at his mother last night. For you.
I giggle. I'm gonna start giggling, and I go, "Do you want some tea?"
I would love some tea.
And I make him my special tea.
And I'm gonna go ahead and cut from that scene so that you can enjoy your tea with Othmir. We're gonna move to Soul City. I'm gonna say around 6 p.m. What has Callum been doing? How have you been filling your time throughout the day?
By 6 p.m., there are 12 empty plates on the table.
You've been day eating.
I don't know,
pancakes?
probably writing. Probably just writing and walking around Soul City, being a guy.
I love it. Is anything you're writing about in specific?
I'll make it up if it's relevant.
Okay. So 6 p.m. comes around. You've got an hour before you're supposed to go get Aowen. Stop it, Theo. Does Callum change his state of dress at all? Does he prepare? And if so, how?
Oh,
Absolutely not.
God damn it.
He might look
I mean,
worse.
That's in character.
Yeah.
Cool. I am gonna provide though that there is an hour there though. Is there anything other than that you would like to do before you go there?
So there's nobody in this godforsaken planet that can put my blink dagger inside of a lightsaber.
No, because the
I'm-
lightsaber is a magical construct.
Right, I'm just talking like a roll of duct tape. Deep, right.
No.
Not in the city of Seoul.
And everybody in Soul City knows that I'm upset about that by 6 p.m.
Look, okay, you know what? If you wanted to duct tape your blink dagger to your lightsaber, I would allow you to do that if you want to take if you want to roll to hit on yourself with the lightsaber every time on the chance that you activate it when you blink it.
What you mean, Boy Scout? I
Which I
blinked
think
to it
is a
holding the
lot of
handle.
damage.
I blinked to it holding the handle. We'll keep them separate, but everybody knows I'm upset about it.
feel like you
Visibly.
could hold that-
City.
You could be holding that handle and it'd be like facing, your stomach or something.
Why would I
like...
tape it like that?
This fucking guy.
So you always grab the dagger, always by like knife. Just so if you hold it like that, that's even worse.
Wah.
I don't know.
If
In
it was
my
a-
enemies.
The
Okay.
only thing you could do is keep it together held by duct tape, and the duct tape is gonna be
Deteriorate.
loose. It's not gonna always stay. It's duct tape. It's good. It's not that good. The heat of a lightsaber.
I feel like giving yourself the
Nah.
limitation of only being able to catch your knife like that would like have some side effects to that.
That's not me. That's just how it is. I did not make that limitation willingly. I go to the Cavalieri, slightly sweaty.
Okay. As you so you get to the Cabal area, where are you going specifically?
Do I still have a room?
You do. Yes, it's on the far end of the left hallway.
Maybe that direction. I'll take it slow.
You get in there, and it's exactly as you left it. I mean, there's some papers left on the ground and some books scattered about, and a nice, comfy bed, but not much left in here. What are you doing? Does Callum do any preparation? I mean, what is Callum thinking about what this is?
He doesn't do anything.
All
He's
right.
got a nice fucking suit in this backpack. Maybe he like washes his hands so he's not sticky,
Okay, great.
right?
Very, very.
Brushes
head
his
empty of you.
hair.
Okay, we like that.
Very head empty of you, Callum.
Dude, if you knew my character, you would know, you know?
I know of him.
Then you should know.
Well, 7 p.m. comes around, and it's time to go get her. So, I assume you do so.
No.
No.
At 7:03, I knock on her door.
This fucking guy.
She opens the door, and she is wearing a very nice red dress, with like very like fine sequins. It's got like a slit down the left leg. And she's wearing some jewelry, and her hair is done. And she looks at you, and your state, and she laughs audibly, and she says, "You know, that's on brand."
Is this a formal event?
Well, it doesn't have to be, but come in here.
I brought a suit. Are we going to like?
Well, we are going to a show.
Right? Is there like fancy crackers there?
And I wouldn't say there's fancy cracker.
Oh,
well,
okay.
There are fancy crackers,
shit.
but not in the way that you're thinking.
What?
A
Topical.
lot of these people are wealthy in not the greatest of ways, but you know, we can want to blend in a little bit, I'd say. If you got that suit, come in here, put it on.
Yeah,
Oh.
I have. Let's see, my inventory. It's in my backpack still. It probably needs ironed. Do we have time to iron this?
She's a
She says,
phoenix.
"We got an hour to get down there. We're all right."
Okay.
She lights up her hand a little bit
Yes.
and just holds it near enough to dry it out.
It's red silk.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
So she kind of irons it out with the heat from her own hands, and says, "Well, put it on."
Fucking great.
Well, so as you do so, you would have to disrobe from your current, what you're currently wearing.
That's true,
Is
and I
it
do.
Any trepidation? Just like doesn't
I
even
make
think
sure
about it.
I make sure my backpack doesn't fall over, and I might like turn to the side.
Cool. Roll me a perception check, please.
Oh God.
Okay. After you put it on, she says, "All right, well, we better get going. Do you want to stop for snacks? We can sneak them in."
Fucking yeah.
Awesome. Thank God.
Dimension door snacks.
Right.
She you head out. You stop at a small little booth
Solvin
along the
11?
way. Excuse me.
Good.
And what type of snacks would Callum get? That's an interesting question.
Some peanut M&Ms and like a low-key citrus energy drink.
Okay, well, assuming that we are still in somewhat medieval times, how would you change that to fit the theme of this D&D campaign?
Some sweet, delectable covered protein grains. And I made pancakes, Cannon.
And Gatorade, but I'm trying to...
And like something between like wine and like a mystery elixir,
Mead.
Okay.
carbonated.
You get all of that, and you see Eowyn cast invisibility on the snacks, and then she like straps them to her like lower leg. And you're just
Nice.
like, nobody's gonna look there. I can tell you that much.
I holding my snacks, cast invisibility on my snacks, but my hands still look like this. Fuck yeah.
Great. You walk down through the city down towards the Undercity, and not far from the Soulfriar Club is this little sort of jazz joint.
Fucking nice.
And you walk in there, and I mean, it still looks like a small stage. Like you would actually, it's not like a place you're going to be eating, but more just like sitting and watching. But as you get in there, you see posters up for the illustrious Aaron. So you walk in, and the security at the at the front door looks at you walking in Lego hand style, and is just like, "Is this a condition that you're dealing with, or what's going on with that there?"
I only have one mage hand, right? Mage hand this side, mage hand that side. Which is comfortable.
Roll deception for me.
Fucking. It's invisible, not deception with quadruple advantage plus 20.
You can roll with advantage, actually.
Fucking yes. Just ask, boys. Just ask. Great.
With a hold on.
Don't tell me this guard has fucking stats. Uh-oh.
He believes you. He's like, that fucking seems weird to me, but all right. You do your thing. You lovely couple have a wonderful night.
Thanks, boss. Cheers.
Eowyn is held up by that word a little bit, but does not correct him, and then walks inside. You find a table, kind of near the back, about halfway to the back. You know what I said before about being a stage? I want to change that. This is going to be a little bit of an eat and of a dine-in show.
Okay.
But you find a table back there, and she sits down and next to you, and there's other people at this table. It seems to be sort of shared dining. Nobody that you recognize immediately, but just like a couple other couples hanging out here. You see one of them does like do a little check around the room, and he nods to a guard in the back. That's all you catch from there. But
I just want to be perfectly clear that I have, other than my backpack, my shit.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Probably strapped underneath your
Fucking-
suit and
Yeah.
full John Wick style. Eowyn sits down. She has a little bit of small talk with the folks around her, and then looks back at you and says, "You know, you clean up nice, Callum. I've never seen you in a suit before."
I got this fucking the dwarven tailors, dude. We were supposed to go to this party before the entire dwarven country was brutally murdered by our arch nemesis who's gonna kill us in 8.5 days. And they made me this sick suit. Silk.
She touches it, and her hand lingers a little bit longer on your arm than you would think is normal. But she's like, wow, that's really soft.
It's amazing. Yeah, and I've only got to wear it like the one time I dropped you and your mom into the river when you were eggs, and then
I didn't know you did that.
that didn't
actually.
happen.
That's-
And
okay.
then and then I pretty much took it off after I got back.
Well, it looks great. That's a good choice by them, by the tailor. I
Honestly,
suppose.
they did great. It fits me so well.
Compliments to the chef and to your parents, I guess. So then you hear the lights coming on the little stage there, and people clap. And coming out onto the stage, you see a very familiar face. One that you haven't seen in quite some time, but you see one of your first allies, Aaron Kolish, is up on the stage. And he starts singing. I guess he would, in this case, be the inventor of these songs, but essentially, like Frank Sinatra, he starts like crooning up there.
Okay.
And he's pretty good.
Is he a fucking hit?
He's like he's been getting popular, so he like people are enjoying him and like are kind of watching him a little more than even are having conversations. But around this time, a waiter comes around and puts appetizers in front of you. You have rather recently been eating a lot of pancakes within the last couple hours.
That's true.
How do you react to seeing the food?
What is it?
Well, in this case, it is. It looks to be a dish made of salmon, with like a glaze run over the top and caviar on top of that.
Bougie as fuck.
I kind of look at everybody around the table and pull nothing out of my lap.
You hear at the same time a little cracking open down near beneath Aowen, and then she.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the night goes on for a while like this. As you are kind of watching the show, distracted, not necessarily paying as much attention as you would be normally. Could you roll me sleight of hand with disadvantage, please?
With disadvantage, am I getting robbed? Oh!
Oh fuck.
Yes, you are.
Jesus.
Yes, you are, man. Yes, you are.
I
Oof.
Oh, you're ruining Foster's plans.
Well, Aowen rolled a 2. So, as both of you are unaware of the positioning of your hands, you both have kind of set them on the table, and you set your hand on top of hers. Do you react? What is? Alarm! Alarm! Some things are going off in
this is
Talon's brain.
yeah.
Red alert!
I don't
Alert.
It's a sign.
It's a sign.
Yeah, it says hyper beam.
We
Follow him on YouTube and Twitch.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay.
That wasn't on purpose.
No.
No.
What
Hi, Claire.
coincidence. So this you set your hand on top of hers on accident. What does he do? How does he react? I will add to this. She doesn't pull her hand away from yours.
He sits there for a minute and he looks at everyone and looks.
He puts his other hand on top.
Mhm.
She laughs out loud. Could you roll me just a charisma check?
Oh,
Flat
I have
charisma?
been waiting to roll charisma checks for the rest of my life. What is that? Fucking damn it. It looks like a 13 to me.
And keep on waiting.
Yeah.
she she laughs at that, and she just does the same thing. She puts her other hand on top,
Shit.
but then she just kind of smiles and pulls her hands away. The night goes on for a little. Sorry, let me get back up here. The night goes on for a while longer. And when the show ends, everybody claps and you see people start mingling. It seems a lot more like networking than just hanging out. What do you two? Well, she looks to you actually, and she asks, "Well, do you want to stick around here, or do you want to get out of here?"
I don't think this is quite my crowd.
All right, yeah. Don't. I didn't recognize the name at first, but don't you know that guy?
Yeah. Yeah,
Do you
I
wanna-
do.
Talk to him, or do you just want to kind of duck him?
To be honest with you, he was kind of a douchebag.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just go.
Yeah, I mean, he sounded great, you know? This is much better than just being a dick and failing at, like, mercenary jobs. So, good for him.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Definitely good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Let's get out of here. And she puts her arm around yours and starts walking towards the door.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Out the door.
Sure. You've left from the door. You're in the lead. Where do you go?
I guess, like, slowly back toward, like, however you get up. I just kind of pictured a spiral staircase in the middle of Soul City. So up that.
The stairs are on the outside walls, but yeah, essentially they're spiral staircases around the outside.
Toward that.
Yeah. You start headed up. You said, "Well, I had a good time, Callum. What about you?"
Yeah. It was weird seeing Aaron, but it was good, actually. Good call.
I'm glad. You continue up the staircase and you get to the surface. Any particular direction?
No, not really, I guess.
Is it just a sort of aimless walk, keeping conversation?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. What are you talking about?
It's probably a lot of, like, remember all these weird, funny things we did? We're gonna die in 8 days. Remember this weird thing that was cool? My friends are training without me. I always wondered about this thing that came up and we never got to talk about again. We're gonna die.
Sure. Roll me charisma with advantage and then 1 perception roll, please.
Oof. Advantage charisma.
21.
And then just a flat perception. Fucking balls.
So, Callum doesn't know what's going on here.
Never does.
He never does. But you do, with all of your talking and your jokes and your memories and stuff, you notice her laughing a lot. And she leans into you, and she does it sometimes, or maybe touches the top of your shoulder. Callum does not get a read on what that means at all.
He wouldn't with a 20.
But all that occurs, and the night goes on for a while, and it starts to get cold in the night. So she says, "Well, I guess we should head back, huh? Get some rest. But please walk me home."
Well, we live, like, across the hall.
Yeah, I mean,
Live, home,
yeah,
whatever the fuck that means, you know?
I mean, I knew you had to get out of here, so I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's go. You walk back, and you finally get in front of her door.
Mhm.
She looks up at you and says, "Callum, I had a great time, and I'm glad I know the world's at stake, and I know there's not much time, but if we all do die, I am glad that I got to spend a night with you first.
Yeah, while all of us dying is on the table, same. Same. I saw some things that were scary. So I had to come back.
I'm glad you did. Could you make me one more charisma roll with advantage?
Oh, it's a
What's
2.
that?
My screen looks like 2 natural 20s right now.
One is a natural 20.
Yeah.
She, in a way you've never heard before, almost giggles. It's not her normal laugh. It's she. And then she kind of catches herself and is like, "Sorry, I don't." Callum, you're an idiot, and you're great. She goes up on her toes and gives you a kiss on the cheek, and then opens her door and walks inside. Maybe next time you'll understand what this means, Callum. It's called a date. Go save the world.
So
And she closes the door.
that is the first time that Callum really recognizes the situation, almost oblivious before. And it's now the first time he's really noticed what she looks like. She was reborn, and looks different than his old teacher lady. Do with this what you want.
Oh, is that? I thought you were gonna send something there.
I rolled something.
Horniness overload.
Okay.
Horniness overload.
I think it's just you, Theo.
This couldn't be more perfect.
Oh God.
God.
Oh no.
A friendly cherub is summoned. So all that you see in your stunned stupor is essentially Cupid appearing, floating behind Callum and down the hallway and away.
That's hilarious.
And I think we're going to cut from there.
Uh-huh.
Our friends here at at Fire's Keep. Day 3 begins. Outside you hear war drums going off way louder than the trumpet was. Dum 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 dum. And does anybody say or do anything as you roll out of bed for day 3?
No.
Son
Zoom
of a
falls out
bitch.
of bed, but was more prepared for it this time by placing pillows down on the floor.
I have a question. Are there physical drums or is this just magical noise?
It is I can't remember the name of the spell. I think it's does minor illusion do sounds too?
It can
think
with
so.
with the right magic setup. It can.
Yeah. So yeah, he's just making this from nothing.
Yes.
Just to fuck with you all. But you all come outside. In front of you, you see 7 black obelisks.
Oh.
Anybody who wants to can give me either our insight or arcana.
Shit. Bad at both of them.
27.
Ha. 9.
Yeah, my rolls are butt cheeks tonight, dude.
Same.
I love that you get to roll both of them and it just never matters.
They're both ass, dude.
Black, what you recognize these to be? Did you roll perception or arcana? I'm sorry, I missed. It was a big number. Insight.
Insight.
With the read that you get from Othamir, his reaction is almost sadistic to seeing you all come outside.
Jesus.
I roll my eyes.
As you get closer, these obelisks begin to smoke. And he looks amongst all of you. Welcome, friends, to day 3. And we are going to end the session there, I believe, actually. It might be a little bit early, but I think that's where we're going to end it.
It's so
Did we level
early.
up after day 2?
You are going to level up after day 2.
Get fucked.
No way.
Ryan's.
Callum, I'm assuming, though, would have been riding here overnight, so you're going to get here in time. Also, trust me, I got you.
Wait, I wouldn't have left yet.
No? You would still be there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get
Well, we
fucked.
will talk about that later then.
Doom does not deserve this level up, but we'll take it selfishly.
Are you fucking serious?
Get fucked. Dude,
I would like to fireball the DM.
don't go cockblock yourself, brother. It's that simple.
I'm playing the character.
Unfortunately.
You did an incredible job of playing the character, I will say.
Oh, heavens.
Fuck.
130 HP.
This was
64.
basically a number of conversations, and then a quiz, and then Ryan went on a date.
Fucking yeah, I did.
It's pretty good.
Not a lot of time for adventure to be done, I suppose, but I hope it was enjoyable nonetheless.
You know, I should take an ability improvement here, but for Janera, I'm just gonna make her learn 3 new instruments.
You're a fucking idiot.
What good does that do?
I'm playing the character.
Works.
No, I'll do an ability improvement. Whatever.
Oh, God.
I'm so fucking mad.
Dude,
A few of the
get-
questions I asked Riley Thune there were like either first session or before first session canonically.
Mm-hmm.
That
So
was hard.
That's why I
you
protested.
kept up pretty dang well. Even the one that was like only half right, I was like, I'm glad you remembered that because
I immediately was like, that's a trick question, and then I just, yeah.
It's official. I have a +14 to persuasion now.